Zulu likes to check out the new habitats every time. Anyway, I should probably wait till the evening because of the glare, but I don't want to wait. The water's cleared up a bit. The upgraded, updated holding tank. This isn't the habitat for the OSCARS. It's just a holding tank. As you guys know, in case of emergencies, sometimes you need a extra tank. I just don't like them to look like a glass prison, so I fixed a little, holding tank for these guys to enjoy as well. Meanwhile, we're gonna build their background and set all that up, and then actually move the tank out of this place. So, also in addition to the upgrade on the Oscar or holding tank, the young adult habitat is thriving, and the plants are picking up just enough of the nitrates to slow down the growth of the algae. As you can see, it's actually gone. All the green algae is gone, which is perfect. The substrate is looking clear, yet the plants are doing quite well. And the semi-aquatic edition is just impressing me every day. Yeah, so everything's doing just fine. Post snake feeding. That'll be good for about a week. Alright, next tank. Well, hello there. Good old. But, yeah, it's still not entirely settled in. There's still some more work that need to take place. The filtration is barely managing the water clarity for now. And yes, there's an excess of nitrates. As you can see, there's plenty of algae growth on the substrate at the bottom. Not as bad as on the rest of it. The stump's getting a little bit, but not too bad. Subtle growth of algae in the back, which I was hoping to, kind of be a little more established by now. I lost Lily over there. Hopefully she'll come back. This Anuvia is doing just fine, and my little dwarf sword is struggling. I need to get a few more just to, like I said, balance out the fish ratio, nitrates, and everything else in this tank as well, without having to dim the lights too much. Alright, so that pretty much concludes my fish room, or the Bearsky Cave. Guess what? I just found out that my suspicions were pretty much confirmed by Ms. Sue Wojcicki, which is the head of YouTube. Apparently sent out a letter confirming the new updates and upgrades with the YouTube community guidelines, stating that any and all marginally confrontational, or I should say conversational, anyway, marginally controversial content will not be recommended anymore. So thus the drop in my views. I mean, I'm approaching 10,000 subscribers on my channel. However, my views were under 1% of that. So you can imagine the analytics have literally proved that not only my video got age restricted, but my entire channel was de-recommended, plummeting in views and everything else. That is kind of unfortunate, because this was fun, gathering this audience and seeing, that a lot of you actually believe that this is the proper way, this is the natural way, and gave me your support, including some patrons, which you know how it works. But more or less, is what I'm saying is disappointing, definitely, but we're gonna have to take action. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like being pushed around, so I'm planning on basically making a couple appeals, maybe a video, whatever. With your support, however, we can definitely, get the word out that other creators should not submit to whatever, off the freaking wall guidelines that someone else enforces on us. So think of it that way. Think of what the implementations of that on our freedom of speech, freedom of information act, and everything else that is being infringed by, I'm not really sure anymore. I don't know who I'm talking to in the YouTube community anymore, because no one's reached out to my numerous appeals and about the video and everything else, the performance of my channel. So for any of you that are interested in jumping into basically creating videos, starting a channel and then putting a great deal of effort into doing what you're doing, what can I say, consider what you're getting yourself into, because it might not be up to you. Unfortunately, I have dealt with triple jeopardy when it comes to the demonetization or age restriction of my videos, back and forth with reviews or without. I'm not even sure, because I was told there were several manual reviews already performed and everything checked out, but yet now I'm not even getting an option to appeal again. So anyway, like I said, you guys, thank you for your support. I'm looking forward to creating more content. Unfortunately, it will not be viewed by many, as YouTube now pretty much consider my content controversial and of low quality. I gotta say, that's a major disappointment, and to be honest, it's quite discouraging. So whatever, it is what it is. I know you guys have been following me for some time and know that this isn't just some grotesque spectacle, but a real honest, educational and informative way to basically showcase some difficult species that many of us considered or are still considering, and perhaps haven't seen the the proper way. In my opinion, this is the proper way to take care of a captive animal, is by providing the best, most suitable habitat that you can possibly come up with, not to mention that actually they require, and that's it, you guys. I don't want to say it's a goodbye, but I definitely wanted to say sorry I can't get out there to you guys and show you more and represent. Unfortunately, some people are flooded with feelings instead of logic. They react to things before they put any thought process to it, and thus we arrive at such situation, or such unfortunate spot where we have to fight for our rights on a completely free platform where there should be no oppositions or no oversight, as we are experiencing right now. So here you go, you guys. My ramble should be pretty much concluded now with the quick message to everyone. Fight for your rights. Don't bend down. Don't bend over. You know what I mean. Just kind of don't take it without a fight. So see you out there.